exciting program. We're going to hear some very different backgrounds and experiences than we have in the past. So I'm really looking forward to see a lot of these folks. The flags that are up at the showcase today is acknowledging these folks that are up there. I wanted to take a quick minute and sort of recap what's been going on this semester and sort of summer plans, and then I've asked Michael Paul and Tom Petrini talk a little bit about some of their endeavors and what they're doing.
Michael, thank you, Tim. I hope that one of the things you catch from the little talk. How long do I have? I don't want to.
You have booths down there, so you
okay.
Put them in and get them down there.
Great, excellent. I won't take too long. I really hope that you catch the bug that I have. I absolutely love space exploration and looking out into the universe. One of the things that I check every day on the internet is called the Astronomy Picture of the Day, APOD, and occasionally I see pictures there that I help to take, and you'll see one of those. But they're just amazing. The things that we see through space exploration really push the boundaries of human knowledge and are such a great thing to be leading here at the university. And that's what we're doing through this project. We are leading a mission to the moon. And this is going to be a mission funded by, not by NASA, but by private industry, by private donors, by individuals who sponsor the team. We're just beginning the project. We have come up with a baseline design. You'll see a little bit about that. And I have formed a board of advisors that is growing and growing upward. And it's really exciting where we are and where we're going. So the X Prize itself is a competition. There are 26 teams around the world competing for a $20 million prize put up by Google to be the first privately funded spacecraft to land on the surface of the moon. There's some other requirements on the team. We have to send back a set of images and video that the X Prize Foundation has defined, as well as take our craft and transit 500 meters from our landing spot to another place on the moon. And so we have to do flight operations, landing, surface operations, data transfer. These are some of the fundamentals of exploration. The competition's been going on for a while. We joined last January 2011. We founded the team, and we've been moving forward for about a year now. These teams are around the world. They are mostly run by New Space, is this phrase that's been coined, New Space businesses. There are some more traditional aerospace companies that are helping out with some of the teams. There are a lot of researchers at universities associated with teams, but our team is the only team in the competition that is owned by, run by, and founded by the university. So Carnegie Mellon is in this. MIT has some researchers working on it. University of Alabama Huntsville has an association with one of the teams, but this is a Penn State team, and that's something we're very proud of. We really are the only team, I believe, that is going to have students who are neck deep in this, building hardware, building software, operating the spacecraft. One of the proudest moments of my career so far has been sending the last command of the Messenger spacecraft on launch day. It was a great honor to be on that team in the first place, but the fact that they put me in that position of responsibility and terror, so to speak, it was just fantastic. I want a student to send that command to our spacecraft on launch day. I want a student to be at the control console when we land on the moon. And I know that we can train students to do this kind of work. But on the way there, things that they're already doing, we've got students working on trajectory design for the landing, for the hopping. We have students working on imaging system prototype, which you'll see down on the floor here. Propulsion system design, the list goes on. This summer we're going to be building a prototype that will actually have taking off and landing 50 to 100 meters away on one of the intramural fields. And that's the goal we set for a team of students that are going to work through the summer. Bill Grauer here saw our partner at Lehigh University, Terry Hart, is an astronaut, has a team that started doing this kind of work before Penn State even got in this competition, and through various contacts. At the beginning, Terry contacted me and said, I want our kids to be a part of this. I want to help you out and see what we can do. And that's a great intercollegiate activity that we're working on as well. This is a picture that I helped take. This is one of my favorite pictures from space exploration. This is Messenger. It's a picture of the far side of Mercury that nobody had ever seen until 2008. The spacecraft flew by Mercury in 1976, but never had returned. As one of a team of about 400 people, I got to help, bring some new information to the human race. What does this look like? What does this teach us about solar system formation? These are the fundamentals of research that a university really is all about. This is one of my favorite pictures of Saturn, where the spacecraft is on the far side of the planet looking back towards the sun. And so the whole thing is backlit by the sun. This is absolutely beautiful. I don't like this picture because it's a beautiful picture. I like this picture because it's a picture of us. Okay, that's the Earth shining through the rings there. Okay? And space exploration is so fundamentally about who we are, where we came from, and what this universe is all about. It's not only about us, it's about other life, potentially. This is a picture that Cassini took of Saturn's moon Enceladus, and these are jets of water and salt and hydrocarbons coming out of this ice moon of Saturn. And it's been doing this on and off for billions of years. So if there's heat in there from the tidal forces on the crust, and water and salt and hydrocarbons, which is what you guys are all made out of, you know, what's going on under that crust? Nobody's ever going to know until you build a spacecraft and land it there and sample it. I mean, there could be other life in the solar system right now that we don't know about, but we will know about when we get there. And that's what we're beginning here at Penn State through this effort. The team is, I'm at the Applied Research Lab, which is 12 months a year, professional scientists, engineers, researchers that mostly do work for the Department of Defense, Navy, and some of the other agencies at the government. But this is about the university. We have partners, the deputy team leader is from the College of Engineering. Hi, Chris. I just saw you there. Nice to see you again. We just met last week. And so we're bringing students not only from engineering, but also from the business school, from the from education, science education. We have students right now working with developing curriculum for K through 12 and so forth. And I'd like to introduce Kemi Miller. She's our director of communications. She's catching a little content for our website right now. But this is really across the university. Our board of advisors right now includes all 4 Penn Staters who've been into space. The first 3 are alumni. Guy Bluford, Bob Sanker, and Paul Weitz, as well as Jim Kowalczyk, who is a professor here at the university now. They enthusiastically said, wow, you're doing what at Penn State? And they said, yes, I'll be on your board of advisors. We also have John Lohr, who I met with Chris just last Friday, from Lockheed Martin, who's agreed to be on our board of advisors. John Lohr at Boeing. And we want this to become not just a Penn State effort, but a consortium around which industry partners, both in aerospace and other areas, can help make this happen and benefit from it because of the research, the student pipeline that we create. And we're also reaching out to folks in this new space arena. I mean, I don't know, how many of you saw the press announcements in the last week about this asteroid mining company? How many think they're crazy? It's a really interesting thing what's going on right now, the shift away from government-funded space exploration to private, and we're creating this capability here at Penn State as we transition into this private industry. I'm probably running over time. A couple more minutes?
2 more.
Okay, 2 more minutes. I want to tell you what we've done so far. Last year, we went to NASA Glenn Research Center, where we spent a week with students, faculty, and NASA engineers in their multidisciplinary design lab, coming up with the baseline design for the spacecraft. Launch vehicle options, spacecraft design, power, thermal, propulsion, communications, the whole 9 yards, all the things you need to know in order to really get a mission started, including cost estimates. We have the whole mission rounded out and ready to execute the first phase of really detailed design. And so I guess with that, I'll just say thank you, and I'll be around pretty much all day if anybody would like to talk some more.
Ready to sign up. Comments, questions for Michael? All right, he'll be here through lunch, and then he's got a booth, and then they sponsor the Capstone design team as well.
Yes.
They'll be next to them down there. So if you're interested, want to talk to them more, go there, check that out. So
Thank you.
thank you guys.